What was Hitler's final solution?
Speak up loud.
What was Hitler's final solution?
Okay. Hitler's final solution. Tell us about it.
Hitler's final solution was a Nazi.
Nazi?
Yes.
Mhm.
For the genocide of Jewish during the World War II. The final solution to the Jewish question was the official code name for the murder of all Jews within reach, which was not risk or reach.
Okay. So what he's saying is, instead of saying I'm gonna kill all the Jews, he just says it's the final solution. That's what he calls that. So in this case, Kendall said genocide. Genocide is like trying to get rid of a race. He was trying to get completely rid of the Jewish race. He wanted every single Jew to die. That is called genocide. When he is actually participating in the act of killing off a race, that is called genocide. Okay? And that is also called his final solution. That's what he called it. He gave it a name. The final solution. Okay. Give me your card. Is there any dates or anything on that card that I need to?
More.
Okay, read it.
To the European
Country. Okay. Okay, thank you, Kendall. Good job. Nikala, you are next.
I'm going to be reading.
You can take your mask off.
I'm going to list the basic beliefs of the Jewish religion.
Okay, list the basic beliefs of the Jewish religion. Now, in this book, Jewish religion does become an issue. Tell us. What are the beliefs before we go on? Go ahead.
God exists.
They believe a God exists.
There is only one God.
Okay.
There are no other God. God cannot be subdivided into different persons,
Okay.
unlike the Christian view God.
Okay. So, they believe in God, but in a different way. Just like Catholics have different beliefs on their religion, Baptists also, Methodists, so forth, okay? Religion plays a role in the book because she goes to church, which they call it a synagogue. But you'll notice in the book, he doesn't want them going to church. And he ends up burning down lots of synagogues in the during the war, or even when he is gathering up all the Jews, he ends up burning the churches down, the Jewish churches down. Okay, good job, Nikala. Okay, Garrett.
Mine was to defy anti-Semitism.
Define anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism means hostile to or prejudice against Jewish people. Calling for aiding or justifying the killing or harming of Jews is an example.
Okay, so anti-Semitism would be pretty much you're racist against Jews. That's what anti-Semitism is, okay? So if you see it in the book, Just remember that it's being racist against Jews. Timberly, what do you got? The Holocaust? What does the question say?
What was the Holocaust?
She can tell me. What was the Holocaust? Okay, can you give us some information about the Holocaust? Go ahead. Read what you got.
The Holocaust was defeated and quickly applied of World War II when millions of Jews were killed because of who they were. Holocaust She's stuck on one.
Okay, read it to me. Okay. The Holocaust was a period in history of the time of World War II when millions of Jews were killed because of who they were. Holocaust, the systematic state-sponsored killings of over 6 million Jewish people. This is including men, women, and children. And of course, millions of others. By Nazi German soldiers. Some say the Holocaust began in 1943 when Hitler gained power in Germany. Well, that wasn't in 1943, that was in 1939.
That's when World War II started.
Yeah. Point in history, anti-Semitism was just something. Okay. When he started gathering up the Jews and putting them in camps, that's when the Holocaust started. But technically, some say the Holocaust started way prior to there because he was treating them unfairly to begin with. So I've got a sheet of paper that I've been keeping up dates with. And in September 1st of 1939, they say that's when World War II started. And that was when he invaded Poland. This is the thing, and when he invades these countries, he goes into the country and he starts taking out the Jews and moving them. We'll watch tomorrow some videos of Holocaust and video of World War II, so you know a little bit more about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Brayley. What is meant by Nazi occupation? Now, when you write the word Nazi occupation, you capitalize the N and you capitalize the O because it's a name of something. Okay? Go ahead. Can't hear you.
German occupied refers to the countries of Europe which were wholly or partially occupied. The civil occupiers, including the German governments, by the military forces
I can't understand what you're saying. Give it here. All I hear is. Okay. Pretty much what she's saying here is the Nazi occupation. Think of the word occupation. Tell me the base word. Occupy. If you occupy something, you
Look at something.
you live there, or it's yours. You occupy it.
Like you have it.
You have it. So, Nazi occupation. He went and he invaded these countries and made those countries his. He occupied them. So all of those countries that he occupied or took over,
He occupied it.
those are called Nazi occupation. Okay? Good. Lexi. Okay, you need to listen to this one because when you listen to Ella's, her card kind of coincides with Lexi's. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Question asked, what did the Danish resistance was? And I said, one morning of April 1940, there was a fight between the Danish and the German army. And then the Denmark, you become an occupation.
Right here. Occupied country. Remember we just talked about that. Nazi occupation.
The Danish resistance
The Danish resistance was a group. Can you just tell us that?
was like a club of people that secretly was against Germany. They would secretly attempt to kill Hitler or cause trouble with German soldiers.
Okay. So this Danish resistance was like when I say underground, do I mean under the ground?
No.
When I say underground,
You mean
it
like-
means secret.
Like undercover.
Yeah. And this Danish resistance, they would even put out little newsletters, you'll find out in the book, and to let the people know of Denmark what was going on. And they even made attempts at trying to assassinate Hitler several times. One time they put a bomb inside of the podium and tried to blow him up, but he didn't stay at the podium very long.
Let's go.
So it ended up blowing up.
Everybody else.
So, the Danish resistance, you'll see in this book, had a big role in helping Denmark.
They were really sick.
Yeah. So, here comes Ella's card.
Come on, you got this.
Ella is also dealing with the issues with Denmark. Let's give us your question.
Write a short biography on King the 10th of Denmark.
Okay. So King Christian X of Denmark. He's the ruler of Denmark. And remember, in the book, this is where this little girl lives, is in Denmark. Okay. Tell us about the king.
Christian X was the king of Denmark for a very long time. He was the king for 35 years. Christian the 10th was the king
Was what?
was the king.
Keep going, it's fine.
King of Denmark. He symbolized the nation's resistance
Come on.
of the German in World War II. People told Christian he was weak.
Yeah, he was weak. And they said he was weak because he didn't want to fight Hitler. And the reasoning behind that was because he didn't want his people to be killed. He didn't want anybody to be killed. So he kind of just let Hitler come on in and kind of do whatever he wanted to do. But keep reading.
Okay. He rode his horse every night to check on the people of Denmark. He was part of the Danish resistance.
Okay, Lexi just talked about the Danish resistance. And let me say this, I researched a little bit more information, and the Danish, they found out that King Christian was part of the Danish resistance, and they arrested him and put him in prison for 2 or 3 years till the war ended. Then they let him out.
Wow.
The Germans put him in jail. Okay?
Why are you eating the corn?
Okay, good job. Okay, hold up. Okay. Kendra, that was Kendral's. Looking for cadences.
Katie isn't even in here.
No, I know, but I had it up here.
It was on this side. The other side.
Yeah, but it's not over here. And it had Grace's word. And oh, here it is. Okay. What? Explain what a Nazi was. Nazi was a party, kind of like the Democratic Party, Republican Party, that grew into a mass movement and ruled Germany through a dictatorship from 1933 to 1945. Under the leadership of Adolf Hitler. Okay, that's what a Nazi is. Yeah. Okay, Carter.
Not right there.
Where's the alley that in the name?
Well, what's your question? I can't hear. Ella, put that up. Huh?
Who were the allies, I think? And
Allies.
the allies and name of them.
Okay. What is the can you or anybody give me the definition of ally? Garrett?
It's kind of like somebody you can trust.
Okay.
Like
You're
a
on the
friend.
good side.
Yeah. It's
You're an ally.
to somebody else.
Yeah, like
they can trust you and you can trust
right. Okay, so you're on the good side. Axis countries are the countries that are in the wrong. Allies are the ones that are in the right, okay? If that helps you explain it a little bit better.
Well,
Okay.
some people think
Right.
access is.
Yeah, well, in our point of view,
Well, Kendrell thinks Adolf Hitler is still alive in his heart.
no. it's
That's
not.
what he said to me.
Okay, go on.
There are 3 allies: the United States, China, Soviet Union, and Great Britain.
Okay, United States, Soviet Union, Great Britain, and you said another one. China? Okay. I don't think you're going to hear much about China in this book. They didn't really play a huge role in it. But you're gonna hear about the United States and you're gonna hear about the Soviet Union. And maybe a little bit about Great Britain and Winston Churchill.
Wasn't the Soviet Union the Russians?
The Soviet Union was Russia. It's the USSR is what it's called. And Stalin is the dictator for the Soviet Union. Is it Joseph Stalin? And he had an agreement with Hitler. And the agreement was that they would kind of leave each other alone. You know, Stalin wouldn't come into Germany and mess with Hitler, and Hitler wouldn't go into the Soviet Union and mess with Stalin. So and Hitler had sent him a message saying, you know, this is what we're going to do. We want to make this deal. And as soon as Stalin signed the deal, Hitler invaded France. Well, Franklin Roosevelt, who was the president of the United States at that time, and then Stalin were talked about his agreement that he made with Hitler, and he said, you're going to regret it. He said, because as soon as he takes over France, he's coming for Russia. So, that's exactly what happened. And after that, Stalin reneged on the agreement and joined forces with the United States and Great Britain. And
Was the SOE part of Great Britain?
and Stalin went after Hitler. That was his main goal, was to take Hitler down. So, and that's exactly what he did.
And we're glad it was dead now.
Yeah. Keep going. Is there anything else you need to add? Oh, tell us who was the leader of Great Britain at this time.
The leader of Great Britain was, I think his name is Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Who was the leader of the United States? Or the president? Franklin Roosevelt.
Oh,
It's on there. Who is the leader of the Soviet Union?
Joseph Stalin.
Joseph Stalin. And do you have the China? Can you even pronounce that name?
I think like Mao Zedong.
Yeah, something like that.
Mao Zedong.
Okay, good job. Bring it here. Thank you. Okay. The author.
Discover what countries remain neutral during World War II.
Okay. What'd you come up? He said, discover what countries remained neutral. What is neutral?
Means like they.
Go ahead.
That means like they didn't do.
They stayed out of it.
They stayed calm.
Yeah. They didn't take a side. So tell us, what countries remained neutral?
So, Europe, the closest to World War II. Poland.
I can't hear you. European states closer to World War II. Portugal, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland. Those are some of the Ireland. Is that Ireland? Right here? Okay. United States was neutral till a certain point. Does anybody know what that point was? Brett?
The bombing of Pearl Harbor.
The bombing of Pearl Harbor happened on December 7th, 1941. World War II started in 1939. So in 1941, the United States declared war pretty much on Japan. Because Japan came over and bombed Pearl. Anybody know where Pearl Harbor is?
Yes.
Elijah?
Hawaii.
It is in Hawaii.
Wasn't Japan with the Germans?
Yes, remember? Your axis is Japan, Italy, and Germany.
Yeah, Italy.
Allied countries are the United States, Great Britain, and Soviet Union
Yeah,
and China.
because I watched this video about it and I saw a dude that was in the German that looked like a Japanese person.
Okay,